What's up everyone, Jason here, Canyon Adventure Vans. Today we're going to show you a video on how to install the aftermarket cargo tray slide out for the GSS made for the Storyteller Overland Modes. So a lot of you, if you've already purchased this and you'd like to add either a cargo tray slide out, which goes underneath here, or even a custom drawer, these are options that you'll be able to add to your already pre-manufactured GSS. All right, so let's start. So the first thing you're gonna get in this kit, the cargo tray slide out kit, is you're gonna actually get the cargo tray, your two side pieces that get mounted on the GSS, and then two new brackets that you're gonna have to use so the cargo tray will slide over your mounting system to your L-track. And you also get a little hex wrench in there, and that's all you're gonna need. So I recommend you take this out of the van. You don't have to, but it makes it easier. So you take your GSS out of the van, and the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the brackets that you've already installed. So we need to take this off. Now a little pro tip, Aaron's gonna show you here, is put a little piece of tape on there. Yep. Morgan's doing it on this side, so get a little tape on there where your bracket is, and that way when you take it off you can just match it right back up, so it'll be perfect when you go to mount it back to your L-track. So you're going to take that off just like so, unscrew that, and then you're going to get the new L bracket, which is cut down so the cargo tray can slide over it. And then you're going to screw that back on. Your T-nut will already still be on the inside of your track, so you're going to just get that lined up and hand tighten it first. Once you get it hand tightened, you'll line it up to your tape, and then you'll tighten that down. Okay. Let's look over here what Morgan's doing. So he's got it all lined up. He's going to tighten that down. And then now you're good to go. You got the new bracket on. It's in the exact same spot as the other one, okay? All right, so now you're gonna take the tape off, and then the next step is we're gonna add the outside track, which is this piece right here. We're gonna add that to the other side. There's pretty much only one way that it can go, just like this. So it's gonna sit right on top, and then you're gonna take, it has drop-in T-nuts that are already on it, right there, and you're gonna put those on the inside of the extrusion, just like so. And then you can use your hex wrench to slide it, to line it up to the hole. Yep, slide that over so it lines up. And you'll do the same thing over here. Do one side at a time so you're not fighting each other. But you'll line that up, and then you'll hand tighten. So just get one side at a time. Morgan's lining the hole up, so he's using a hex wrench, and then you're just gonna take that button head screw, hand tighten that until it bites. Okay. Once he's done with that, then you go to the other side and you're going to line your drop-in T-nut the same way. You'll line that up, make sure the bracket is lined up with that.
Popped out.
So go ahead and lift it up. So the key with the T-nuts is you just want to slide them in where the flat side is facing towards you, and then I use my hex wrench to line the circle up right dead center. Yep, just like that, and then try to slide that in. So it might take you a couple tries. There you go. It's lined up. So then you're gonna see, you can see, you might be able to see that back in there, and then you're just gonna take your screw, use your hex wrench to kind of line the holes up, and then take your screw and then tighten that all the way down. Okay, perfect. And then just make sure that this bar that we just added on there butts up on this side and butts up on this side, just like that. Okay, and then once that is tight and in place, we can move on from here and go to the other side. All right, so the next step is we're going to add another bar to the bottom here, but to do so, we need to raise your foot rest, your foot bar up 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to take this right now. You have 7 inches. We're going to make it 8 inches. So we're going to move this up 1 inch. Right now it's at 7. So you're just going to loosen this button head screw there. Loosen that button head screw right there and raise it up 1 inch until you get to 8 inches. Just hold your tape on there. Good. Go ahead and tighten that down, Morgan. That looks good. Aaron's good. You can go ahead and tighten that. So there's 8 inches. They can tighten that up. And then once they're done tightening that, we'll move on to the next step. Okay? Perfect. All right. So now we're going to take this bar and we're going to insert that into place. And again, this can only be one way as well. We want your slider to be on the inside. You're going to turn your little L brackets in, and then we want to turn that. Yep, Aaron turns that, and then we're going to slide. We're going to lift up the front. Let me go around to the other side. Just lift up the front right here, and we're going to slide. We're going to slide that right into the groove. Yep. And if you got an extra hand, it'll make it a lot easier. That's it. Then you can put it back down, rest it, and then at this point, we're just going to tighten here and tighten here together. Do a little bit at a time. Okay, as they're tightening that, we're going to come over here. Make sure everything's out of the way. And at this time, what you could do is go put this back in your van. Go ahead and drop it back over the bolts that we provide. So you're going to use these. These are cut off. They're a little bit shorter than normal. So you're going to drop this in your L track. And then you're going to slide the bracket over this wherever you desire. I usually like to have it away from the wall. If this is the wall where the water tank's at, I like to keep it at least 1 inch away from the wall. And then you'll drop the bracket onto your stud and then go ahead and tighten the nut onto there. And then you'll do the same thing on the back side. And then now it's in place, it's done. And then what we're gonna do next, the guy's got that tight, so now we're just gonna take the cargo tray slide out and we're gonna slide that in. And you don't want to force it. You want to just slide it in, make sure that it's even on both sides. It's not cockeyed at all. And it'll just be a smooth slide evenly. So you're just watching the track on both sides. Morgan, lift your end up, yeah. And you'll have to slide it in. You'll have to put a little bit of pressure, but you're just making sure that you're in here on both sides. And see how it's kind of, see how Morgan, he needs to raise this end. So you don't want to be sliding it in so it's kind of like at an angle. You want it to be completely horizontal to the floor of your garage, and then evenly in all these tracks, just like your typical drawer. And you can hear when it snaps into place, it kind of locks in. So now they should just be able to, yep, push down on the locks and then slide the whole thing in. Yep, and you'll give it a little bit of pressure, a little push, so it all clicks in together until it locks. And that's it, it's locked into place. And that's how you install the cargo tray slide out for the GSS. And again, just goes all the way in until it locks, yep. And that's it. Pretty simple. 2 people, you could do it in about 10 minutes. This video right here is exactly at 11 and a half minutes. So if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you.